What do we have?
Okay, I'm about to open this email.
We have lottery announcements?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for applying.
We didn't get them. $10 down the drain.
3 weeks of dates.
No half.
I thought we would get them.
No half dome for us. At least we can still go to Yosemite, though.
Yeah.
I'm Kaylin, this is Joseph, and 3 years ago, we uprooted our lives to travel full-time with our rabbits Cody and Cinder. This season, we're taking our home on wheels up the West Coast to visit as many major national parks as possible. Join us for a front row seat into our ever-changing backyard, including all the ups and downs along the way. Because while this lifestyle isn't always easy, it's easily one of the best decisions we ever made.
Today,
Half dome!
or not,
Yeah.
we didn't win the lottery. So for Half Dome, you have to get a permit, and you can only access the permit by paying money to enter a lottery. It's basically all the higher ups have all our names in a little hat, and they're picking it out and saying, you can hike Half Dome this year.
They didn't pick ours.
No, we are going to try a different hike.
And not only are we trying a different hike, we did a ton of research. And by we, I mean her. And this is supposed to be like the Half Dome hike you can do that's not actually Half Dome. So we're going to see if that's the case and hopefully not get eaten by mosquitoes on the way.
We did bring bug spray.
It's a good thing, I think, already. So some quick comparisons of this hike to Half Dome. They're about the same mileage. This one's about 14. We think Half Dome is between 12 and 14. Half Dome has, at the very end of it, a super steep climb that has a bunch of ropes on it. And also because of the popularity, a whole mess of people climbing up it. This one, as far as we know, doesn't have any ropes or anything, but it does have what's called a knife's edge near the end. So it has its own version of death-defying features that we're kind of excited about. Oh, and did we tell you that this one is actually higher than Half Dome? So you're actually above it looking down. So
We're in the clouds at Clouds Rest.
So I'm going to say right now that this hike has a chance at being better than Half Dome. And that's totally not because we lost the lottery and we're bitter.
This is why we have a mosquito situation.
And it is a situation. They're everywhere. And we're like a half a mile in.
One mile in, definitely need a respray.
Ooh, there's one on your face.
Oh, get it.
We knew mosquitoes were going to be a problem here, but they're almost to the realm of enough of them to like pick you up and fly you away.
Get me eaten alive.
Hopefully we have enough bug spray to last us the 14 miles.
The description says that right about now we're going to climb up the lower slope of Sunrise Mountain and we're going to experience some switchbacks, and it says that it will surely pound your heart because we're gaining 1,000 feet in elevation gain in 1 mile. Mosquitoes are better.
Yeah, I haven't gotten bit in, I don't know, 30 seconds or so.
I think you got bit in your ear because I do see a puncture in there.
Awesome. The question is your heart pounding yet?
It was, but it wasn't like pounding out of my chest. I mean, I was just breathing a little heavy.
Well, we're headed up that way, so we have a little bit more heart pounding chances coming up. I think you're off trail.
Oh.
I think it's here. I'm ahead now.
Well, you better not lead us astray.
This is the person who literally just walked off the trail. the hearts are pounding. How about yours?
It's surely pounding.
These have been, I mean, it's stairs. It's like a Stairmaster, this trail. But we are taking a break and relaxing for a little bit before pressing on. I don't think we have accomplished that first 1,000 feet of elevation gain yet. But right now is the time for pretzel bites. Link in the description if you need any. These switchbacks really are no joke.
And I think we have about a quarter mile to a third of a mile left till we get to the top of Sunrise Mountain. Then we should be going down and flat before we go up again to Clouds Rest.
Oh, mosquito updates. Not too bad, but maybe that's just because we're so sweaty and tired that we're not noticing the pinpricks. I think the top is in sight.
Maybe some year.
Womp womp. So we're not actually on Sunrise Mountain.
I thought we were.
That's Sunrise Mountain back over there.
Clouds Rest is only 10 feet more, like more higher.
Gotcha.
Than that. So I don't feel like that's bad.
No, we can totally do that.
Yeah.
Half-mile descent is complete. Now we're on the 1.7 mile run of flat-ish. I say ish because we're going uphill now, but we'll see. And then we'll be more than halfway there.
Limbo.
What are you more excited about, the ducks or the deer?
I think the ducks, because there's baby ducks.
I was a little worried that the only wildlife we'd see would be chipmunks, but now we saw a deer, and that was really cool.
He had a big head of antlers and just looked so regal going through the woods.
And 5 other hikers walked by while we were watching it, and none of them noticed the deer.
Nothing. They just they're on a mission. Oh.
Yep. Speaking of which,
mosquitoes are back.
The mosquitoes are back.
All right, we gotta go. I don't know what happened, but my shoes are now 2 different colors and one foot is significantly wetter than the other.
I don't see what the big deal is. Now, Kaylin, we have a water crossing.
I think I can make this one.
Are you sure? It's pretty wide. Let's see. Woohoo! You made it!
Yay!
It's amazing that she hikes with me.
I see a sign.
So I believe this is our second junction. And according to the internet, it says we have 2.5 miles, but they say we only have 1.5. We'll see who's right.
We're going up again, but I don't think we have much left.
This is the exciting part of the hike. The end is in sight. Now we'll just see if it's one of those cases where the end is in sight for like 3 miles, but I'm thinking that sign might be wrong and
It'll be sooner.
Our internet might be right.
To go.
This trail is aggressive.
We've got just a little bit longer. This is the narrow section with steep drop-offs that All Trails has warned us about. I have a feeling though it's not going to be that bad, but we'll see.
Mom, if you're watching this, It's not nearly as death-defying as it looks.
No, not at all.
We've got a good 10 feet of rock we're on here.
Feel perfectly safe.
We made it.
There's Half Dome.
This hike, I am the foremost knowledgeable person on this. I have never hiked Half Dome. This hike's better.
You can't know that. I will say the view is insane. Like all the formations, the close-up features, the depth, the valleys.
And if you're wanting to avoid crowds, there are people on this hike, but nowhere near the extent of what you're going to see on Half Dome. Half Dome, I'm guessing, is an experience hike. Because you have the chains, you've got a really steep incline that you're getting up. So if you want the view of Half Dome without the crazy experience of having to go up the chains and deal with the crowds, you definitely want to do this hike. We have a little bit of a bone to pick with the internet. So the last part of this hike, it described as a razor's edge, death-defying climb with sheer drop-offs on both sides.
Yeah, and it really wasn't. I mean,
No.
There were some drop-offs, but I believe the shortest section was 5 feet, maybe.
I would say even bigger, like 6'10", somewhere in there feet wide. Like there was never any moment where you're like, oh no, I might fall.
And I would compare it to 2 different hikes. So we have done Angel's Landing, which everyone says like one of the most dangerous in America. You got chains, it's not a big deal. Moapa Peak though in Nevada outside Valley of Fire.
Yes.
Way worse than this.
That is much more of a razor's edge where you're going from boulder to boulder and you look down either side and
we probably had a foot.
Yeah, in a couple
to
spots
traverse.
it was pretty narrow and no chains. There's a bunch of trees like this in the park, and I keep wondering if they're redwoods, or not redwoods, but sequoias, but I don't think they're quite large enough.
No, the bark isn't right either.
Yeah.
But maybe
So I'm wondering if they're Jeffrey pines.
smell it.
Smell it.
Yeah, because those are supposed to smell like vanilla if it's a Jeffrey pine.
Why do I feel like she's pulling my chain?
I read it on the internet. Does it smell like...
It smells like tree bark.
That does not smell like vanilla. I don't think it's a Jeffrey pine then.
All right. Is this for real or are you pulling my chain?
I am not pulling your chain. It's for real.
Okay.
I do have to say that once we began our ascent, the mosquitoes were not bad at all. They only came back by that lake meadow area that we stopped at. So I'm curious if when we get back to that first 1.5 to 2 miles, if we will experience a mosquito attack again.
You want to hold my hand?
I think I've got it.
You sure?
This side is easier than the other side.
Are you sure?
Yes. See?
Was that you said a second ago?
I said the mosquitoes are back.
It was nice to not have them for 3/4 of the hike.
Thank you.
This stuff is some of the best stuff. We got it when I went to Africa a few years ago. So if you want any of this, check out the description below. I'll put all the deets down there.
Stop.
the end dance.
We see the parking lot. We have gone 13 miles, so that was 1 mile less than all trails and also 1 mile more than a blog post that I was reading about the hike.
5 stars though. Totally a 5-star.
5 stars from both of us. The views could not get any better. You go by lakes, meadows, streams, granite cliffs.
And it was a difficult hike, but not the most difficult hike that we've been on.
No, I would say it was challenging, but I kind of expected it to be a little bit more difficult than it actually was, so I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't that bad.
So that was our hike to Clouds Rest here in Yosemite National Park. Maybe next time we'll see you on the open road.
Or the trail. Bye!
It smells like smoke. Nope. It does smell like vanilla.
See, I wasn't joking!
So this is the Jeffrey Pine.